can
Okay,
follow.
sir. Okay.
Okay. Is the screen visible, sir?
Yes, visible. Please go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
And try to be brief. Finish
Yes.
within 5 minutes.
Yes. 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 Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Shantanu Mali. I am an assistant professor in the Department of Commerce, Banwailal Valotia College, Asansol, in West Bengal. So, uh, today my topic is depreciation accounting. So, when we have purchased something, any asset or any machinery or anything, so then we have to pay the cost of that. But when we sell those things after using after a few certain years, then we don't get the same amount of money. Suppose if I buy a asset, or if I buy a car or a phone by 10,000, and after 2 3 years when I going to sell that, I get like 100, 800, 1,000 or so. So the price of the product, the price of the not product, price of the asset is gradually decreasing by the timing. So just a minute. Screen. Yes. So the value of the asset being reduced. So the reason, and it is the the declining of the value of the asset is known as depreciation. So depreciation means a gradual and permanent decline in the value of tangible asset due to its use, wear and tear, obsolescence, efflux of time, expiration of the legal rights, or other issues. As per our Indian Accounting Standard 16, depreciation is a systematic allocation of the depreciable amount of an asset over its useful life. And it is a measure of the wearing out, consumption, and other losses of value of a depreciable asset arising from use, effluxion of time, or obsolescence through technology and market changes. So, due to wear and tear, as well as suppose we are using 4G phone, when the 5G will come, then 4G, all the 4G phone will be obsolete. So this is also treated as an depreciation. Now, depreciation is allocated so as to charge the fair proportion of the depreciable asset in each accounting period during the expected life of the asset. And depreciation includes amortization of the asset whose useful life is predetermined. So here, depreciation accounting refers to the accounting for the declining of the value of the asset arising due to various factors that we have already discussed over the useful life of the asset. In other words, through depreciation accounting, the cost of a fixed asset is split over the useful life of the asset. So we have purchased asset of 5 lakhs, and it will use over 5 years. So each year 1 lakh will be the value of the asset. Its objective is conversion of the capital cost of the asset into revenue expenses, thus ensuring determination of the true operating result of the entity and disclosure of the true value of the assets and true financial position of the entity. Then, and the following are some important aspects of depreciation accounting as provided by the Accounting Standard 16. Component-wise depreciation: each part of an item of the property, plant, equipment with a cost that is significant in relation to the total cost of the item shall be depreciated separately. And recognition: the depreciation charge for each period shall be recognized in profit and loss account in a proper manner. Then allocation of depreciation amount: the depreciation amount of an assets shall be allocated on a systematic basis over a useful life. So there are methods of depreciation. There are basically two important methods: that the straight line method and written down value method. Straight line method and the change in depreciation method. The depreciation method applied to an asset shall be reviewed at least at each financial year at the end of that year. If there has been a significant change in expected pattern of the consumption of future economic benefit embodied in the asset, the method shall be changed to reflect the change pattern. Then these are the disclosure. The financial statements are disclosed the following in terms of depreciation: the depreciation method, what kind of depreciation method we are using, the useful life of the useful life or the depreciation rate used, the gross carrying amount, and the accumulated depreciation at the beginning and the end of the period. So these three things would be there in the financial statements. Then base of depreciation calculation: the calculation will be on the original value and equal amount of the depreciation should be declined in case of straight line value method, and this is the formula that original cost, if we whatever be the original cost of the fixed asset, we add the other capital expenses like installation charges and other things, and we reduce the minus the estimated scrap value and divide the estimated by the divided by the estimated life. Then the rate of depreciation will be charged on the original cost of the asset. Then in case of written down value method, the depreciation calculated on the written down value of the fixed asset, that to be more specific, in the year of acquisition, the depreciation calculated on the original value of the fixed asset, and in the subsequent year, it is calculated on the written down value of the asset. The rate of depreciation remain constant every year. The amount of depreciation goes on decreasing over the year. So in case of straight line method, the rate.
Santanu, please try to conclude now.
Yes. I'm going. This is a formula. In the first year, it will be on the fee original cost and to rate of depreciation, and in case of other in different years, it will be written down value and depreciation. So one thing I just in concluding, I want to say that by using this depreciation, some companies try to inflate their profit. They try to use this as a tax evasion technique. So by using the higher rate of depreciation, they try to reduce the profit and reduce the taxable income so that they can pay less amount of tax. So that's why their disclosures are there to disclose all the relevant techniques, relevant information about the depreciation. Okay, thank you.
So you mean that is the misuse of the depreciation method?
No, not that the depreciation is very much important, but some companies are using this depreciation as a technique to reduce the profit, so that if they charge the profit higher rate of depreciation, higher amount of depreciation, then profit will get reduced, and
So
the taxable income.
you have showed the different methods of depreciation, isn't it?
Sorry,
So in the out of the have you said that different methods of depreciation, isn't it?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
So out of the different methods, which method you feel better than others?
Better method will be, I think, written down value method, because once the in each year the actual value will come. When the if I purchase one thing for 1 lakh, then in the next year it will be 90. If depreciation is 10,000, then next year it will be 90,000. So written down method.
So, that's fine. Okay, good. And just one comment, no, that we are not in 4G, no, we are using 5G and 6G is coming up soon.
Yes.
Just information.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much. So please stop sharing.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir.
Serial number 24.
Yes, sir.
Sachin, please.
Yes, sir.
Share your slide.
Yes. Give me a moment. Sir, my PPT is visible, sir?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. My topic for presentation is AI and data privacy key insight. What is artificial intelligence? It's a human simulation. It's a simulation of human brain. So it's think like a human brain. It's do the learning, reasoning, and solve the problem. And right now, the age of this AI is 14 to 15 years. I'm talking about the transformative age of AI. Now, second part, how it's collect the data. It's collect the data based on algorithm. It's understand the purchase pattern of the customer, how they are purchasing, how much they are purchasing, which brand they are purchasing, in which price range they are purchasing. And on the basis of it, they can give the personalized recommendation to the customer. For an example, when we are purchasing from Amazon, at the last part, they suggest us the people, those who have purchased the above item also purchase the following. And they are matching with our interest because they are based on our purchase pattern. And the targeted advertising. Now, what is the main part? The risk involved, the automated surveillance done by this AI technology on the personal data of a customer. Then profiling vulnerabilities, they can access your data without your permission, without your consent. and it may possibility of the misuse because lack of transparency. They can't. A number of time we don't read the what we can say the policies, and they are in very we can say micro level, and we give the consent, or number of time without consent they can use our data. Now, what is the regulatory landscape? The General Data Protection Regulation GDPR Act proposed by European Union, then California Consumer Privacy Act, then Children's Online Privacy Protection Act by US, then China Personal Information Protection Law, and the India's Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. Even EU have proposed its proposed act for the biometric access of a customer. You can't use the biometrics of a customer without their consent. Obviously, it's a proposed act. Now, what is the role of organization to prevent it? First of all, the responsible data management. They should secure the customer data. Whatever customer data they are collecting, they should protect it. They should not misuse it. Then compliance with the privacy laws. Yes, whatever the rules or legal framework is there, they should abide that particular legal framework in a strict manner. Then behavior of trust, or the trust model they are supposed to develop, because whenever we are applying the AI in so many areas, in so many sectors, even in our educational sector, we are using it. But the problem of trust, they are supposed to develop a trust model in the mind of customer. Now, what is the role of AI developer? Then ethical innovation balance. Yes, you are not supposed to focus only on benefits or the technology enhancement. You should understand understand even the ethical part, or the impact on society. Then user consent complexity. Number of time it's very difficult for the companies to take a consent of a customer. So some number of time they bypass, or they find out any way out. Simply just pop up, then terms and condition you are agree. You have to click on it if you have to use that particular app or that particular software, for example.
Sachin, please try to conclude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now this is the main part, sir. Do's and don'ts for the customer's role. What they are supposed to do to protect their data in this era of AI, because we can neglect it. Understand privacy settings. Use strong password, the combination of these alphabetical and numerical with special character. Use two-step verification. Whenever we are logging to our email, there will be a notification of our mobile. Regular update of software. Read privacy policies. It's very difficult,
Yeah,
but
I think it's okay. It's okay. Fine. We can read it.
and these are don'ts, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's all very important. Yeah, again,
We are not supposed to do.
just one question from you.
Yes, sir.
Because for any technology, there are positive and negative side. Anything
Yes,
we
sir.
use, no, there
Yes.
is always a chance of misuse also.
Yes,
but
sir.
from your side, your point of view, what positive things you see in AI? Use of AI for good things, positive side.
Yes, sir. Like in healthcare, it's doing very great. Means in surgery part, AI is playing a very good role. Where human capabilities are limited, the critical surgeries they can do in a very well manner. In e-commerce platform, because of e-commerce, sir, rural development is enhanced like anything with the support of this 5G, and like you said, the 6G is coming up. So it is playing a very good role. Even in, sir, logistics, it's playing a very good role. Movie editing, it's playing a very good role. So it's good, sir, overall. But my point is we have to be very cautious while using it. Otherwise, the data
right.
will be compromised. Your accounts will be empty, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next, roll number 25. Are you there? Dr. Parag?
Next,
Dr. Parag?
Dr. Hidayatullah Chaudhary is present, sir.
This 25 not present?
No, sir. Myself, Dr. Hidayatullah, 26.
Okay, go ahead. Please share your PowerPoint.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me share my PPT first. My PPT is visible, sir.
Yes, visible. Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Hidayatullah Chaudhary, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, NC College, Naveen Chandra College, Badrapur, Assam. My topic of presentation is status of micro, small, and medium enterprise, that is MSME, in northeastern states. Actually, MSME are considered to be one of the major driving forces in economic development of any country. The significance of this sector is well acknowledged world over from its momentous contribution in satisfying various socio-economic objectives, such as higher growth of employment, output, promotion, and inputs, and fostering entrepreneurship. Micro, small, and medium enterprise, that is MSME, includes khadi and village industries or rural enterprise, constitutes an important segments of Indian economy in terms of their contribution to country's industrial production, exports, employment, etc. KPIC means Khadi and Village Industries Commission have undertaken various programs in Northeast to ensure better implementation and monitoring of Khadi and village industries. The KBI programs are being implemented through states, KBI boards, registered institutions, cooperative societies, and entrepreneurs. Apart from these various schemes, under implementation in the northeastern states include Prime Minister Employment Generation Program, means PMEGP, scheme of funds of regeneration of traditional industries, scheme relating to KBI activities, etc., etc. If you see about the recent policy reform of MSME sector in India, we can say in order to influence an active MSE sector in India, various measures and schemes have been launched from time to time. First of all, I can mention here, National Manufacturing Competitiveness Council, NMCC, was set up to boost and uphold the development of manufacturing industry, new promotional package of MSMEs, and focus on accelerating improvements of clusters. Next, I can mention facilitation of technology transfer through the Technology Bureau of Small Enterprise, the scheme of funds, regeneration of traditional industries, etc., etc. Above all, if we see about the growth of micro, small, and medium enterprise, in case of export, in 2015-16, it was 86,013, and which is increased to 1,77,600 crores in the year 2022. On the other hand, if you see in my table 2, number of MSEs in case of employment, which has been also increased, it was 8,81,052 crore in the year 2017 and 18, and which has increased to 10,210 crores in the year 2022-23. So many problems are faced by MSME in Northeast India. So, for example, I can mention here lack of access of finance, poor infrastructure, limited market access, limited skill manpower, lack of technology and innovation, lack of economics of scale, limited resources, etc., etc. Means MSMEs are facing so many problems. And if you overcome these problems, some measures I can mention here. First of all, I can mention there is a need to manage the evaluation process towards the market economy, and within this process, enterprise needs to advise on how to behave and how to adapt to new economic order, keeping in view of the existing resources availability in this region. Next, I can mention it is necessary to stimulate industrial research and development activities in MSME. Many MSME perform little or no R&D, partly because they have no traditional of it, and partly because they cannot afford it. The measures to stimulate industrial R&D.
Yeah, please try to sum up now.
Yes,
conclude.
just a minute. And conclude, I can say MSME has become a very important segment that contributes significantly to job creation, innovation, exports, and inclusive economic growth. The reason for this is that the MSME sector has the ability to produce cost-effective products, and the government is providing full support to this sector. MSME play an important role in the development of northeastern state in India. Therefore, MSE have the equip themselves with the capacities and productivity so that they can face the challenge put before them. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. So, in your study, do you have any recommendation for the rural area in Assam? What to be done?
Now, actually, sir, in case of means, if we see the position of Assam, it is best in means the number of unit. If you see in Assam in the year 2014-15, it was 2,19,092, and which has increased to 5,56,896. Mean out of the 8 states in Northeast, Assam is on the top.
So that means there is a growth, no? Around 40% or so, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Next, Jyoti Lakshmi, roll number 27. Roll number 27, present there or not?
Roll number 28 is here, sir, if you allow me.
Yeah, I just I think no response, no, for 27.
No response, sir. No response.
Okay, so 28, please go ahead, Ashok.
Sir. Let me share my screen. Is it visible, sir, my PPT?
Yes, yes, visible. Please go ahead.
Okay, okay. Sorry, sir. I just yes. Okay. Respected chairman of the program, respected today's observer, I'm Ashok Sharma, assistant professor in Department of Commerce, Pachuga University College, Mizoram. Today, I'll be presenting on one of the flagship scheme of Government of India, that is a recently launched scheme by Government of India, that is Pradhan Mantri Vishwakarma Yojana. I'll be discussing on this presentation about the basic objective, components, and benefit of the scheme, as well as potential scope for research for the research scholar, as we all are doing certain kind of research. So, PM Vishwakarma Yojana has been launched in the year 2023. It's a recent program from central government on September 17th, and the program basically focus on the upliftment of the artisans and craftsmen by improving their skills. So it's a flagship program which aims to support and uplift the traditional artisans and craftsmen in the country, often which are called as Vishwakarmas, and who contributes significantly in the economy.
Now, Ashok, we could not hear you. Can you please check your connection?
Right.
Maybe the local problem.
Yeah, his name Ashok, Dr. Ashok.
Because, yeah.
I think
PUC.
missing. Missing means I think got log off, I think.
Because the PowerPoint can be seen. But he's not audible.
Ashok Sharma, still his name is there. Ashok? Sir, if problem is there, we can start with the next one. When he joins, he may continue.
Yeah, I think so, because he may be local problem.
Yeah, yes. We are already running behind the time.
A lot. Next, roll number 29.
Dhaneshwar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
But that one he has
Sharing. Time sharing.
Stop. Yeah, stop sharing is required from Sharma.
Yeah, I started sharing, so that will do.
PPT is visible, sir?
Yeah, not yet.
No, not yet, not yet.
What's the roll number 29?
Yes. Yes, no.
Yeah.
My PPT is visible, sir?
Yes,
Not
yes.
Yet. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I am a Dr. Naneshwar Shankar Vadje from Swami Ramananda Tirtha Mahavidyalaya, Ambajobei. I am an assistant professor and research guide, Department of Commerce, affiliated to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, Maharashtra. My presentation, today's presentation on classification of supplies under the GST. So, types of GST are classified into 4 types. Number 1 is based on location. Second one is based on combination. Third one is based on recipient. And fourth one is based on tax treatment. So again, the supplies can be classified on the basis of location is in 3 types. Number 1 is interstate supply. Second one is the intrastate supply. And third one is the territorial water supply. Now, and third one is continuous supply. Again, the third one type is based on recipient, inward supply. Second one is the outward supply. And last one, based on tax treatment, is classified again 2 types. Number 1 is regular taxable supply. Second one is the nil rated supply. And third one is the 0 rated supply. Now, the last one is the non-taxable supply under the tax treatment is classified into 2 types. Number 1 is the exempt supply and second one is the non-GST supply. Now, we will discuss one by one. That is supply based on the location. That is number 1 is the interstate supply. Under section 7 of IGST Act 2017, interstate supply means it is a supply of goods or services where the location of the supplier and the place of supply are in 2 different states or 2 different union territories or a state and union territory. For example, supply of goods or services by the dealer A from Maharashtra to dealer B in Mizoram. This is the interstate supply between Maharashtra and dealer of Maharashtra and dealer of Mizoram. It is also include imports of goods or services into the territory of India. That means import of goods from other country is also it is also treated as the interstate supply. Further, the following shall be treated as an interstate supply of goods or services when the supplier is located in India and the place of supply is outside India. It is also treated as the interstate supply, or to or by a special economic zone developer or a SEZ unit, that is special economic zone unit, treated as the interstate supply. In the taxable territory not being an intrastate supply, it is also treated as the interstate supply. Now the second part is that intrastate supply, section 18 of IGST Act. Intrastate supply means this is the type of supply of goods or services where the location of the supplier and the place of supply are in the same state or same union territory. It is called as the intrastate supply. For example, supply of goods or services by the dealer X to dealer Y within Mizoram. Okay, this is the example of intrastate supply. There are some exceptions for the intrastate supply. Number one is the supply of goods to or by a special economic zone developer or SEZ unit. If the SEZ unit is located in the same, two SEZ units are located in the same state, that is the exception for the intrastate supply. It is treated as the interstate supply. Second one is the goods imported into the territory of India. The goods are imported from the outside the India. It is also treated as the interstate supply, not the intrastate supply. Supply is made to a tourist referred to in section 15 of the IGST Act is called as the interstate supply, not intrastate supply. These are the exceptions to the intrastate supply under section 18 of the IGST Act. Third one is that territorial water supply, section 9 of IGST Act. Territorial water supply means where the location of the supplier is in the territorial waters and the location of such a supplier, or where the place of supply is in territorial water, the place of supply will be in the nearest coastal state or union territory is the territorial water supply as per the section 9 of the IGST Act 2017.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a very interesting topic. So I feel that let me ask you a few things.
Yes,
you have already explained all the three types.
Yes,
so you must have, because you are interested in this topic, so you might have seen our GST tax system, present system, how they are putting. So can you make comments where the GST should be decreased or increased or any other thing you want to say in the present system? Because they are always revising periodically, isn't it?
Yes.
So can you comment something which should be done for the improvement, for the betterment?
Yes, sir. It is there is a need to change in the taxation system because of there is a need of need to include the petroleum goods like petrols, diesels in the GST, because of this is the subject matter of the state government. It is not a subject matter of the central government. Because of that, it is excluded from the GST. Because of that, if it is included in the GST system, it will be more benefited to the customers, because of the tax is charged by the state government on these products. There is a need to change for the taxation system.
Okay. Thank you. So,
yes,
yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Next, roll number 30. Mahesh. Roll number 30 is present.
I couldn't see him in the group, sir. So we can go to next.
So
roll number 31 present. Yes.
31. Please go ahead.
Yes. Okay.
And please finish within 5 minutes.
Okay, sir. So can you see my screen?
No.
Oh. No, sir.
No, so far no. I think you can open the this thing PowerPoint and minimize the. Yeah, now it is coming up. Now it is coming up.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Menga Sikom, Assistant Professor from Department of Economics, Government Model Degree College, Daporejo, Arunachal Pradesh. My topic today is industrial growth and development in India after 1991. Industrial growth in the country in long run remain aligned with growth in sectors such as agriculture and services.
Just 1 minute. Sorry to disturb. But in your study, whether you have taken the Northeast India also in the study?
No, sir. No, sir. This is a very general.
No, that's good because we are from this Northeast India, our program. So if you can highlight those things from your presentation, that could be more useful for us, if possible. Please go ahead.
No, sir, I haven't included the Northeast India. I just took it from the book. And
okay. So go ahead.
So for balanced growth, industrial growth was the need of the hour. After independence, we resorted to public sector industries through a socialist pattern of economic growth, but we faced burden and losses. Therefore, on 24 July 1991, Government of India announced its industrial policies. And the reform, 1991 industrial reform, economic reform will basically focused on globalization, liberalization, and privatization. And it had massive impact on the industrial policy. It removed the restrictions, which helped in industrial growth rate. I'll come to I'll have a slide on that later. The public sector role was diminished. This investment process was initiated, which increased efficiency, stimulated private sector participation, and it brought about a shift in ownership structure of some PSUs. It welcomed the entry of multinational companies. It removed the restrictions, and which increased competition, technology infusion, and improved global integration. There was increment in domestic and foreign investment.
Hello.
Yes. Boosted economic activities, modernization, and capacity expansion. There was an increment in export and export-related activities, export-oriented units, export processing zones, agri-export zones, where all these started emerging, which increased international trade and diversified economic activities. It established a separate ministry of micro, small, and medium enterprises, which was the turning point in the industrial growth in our country. This is a trend. I took the data from the website of Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation and Sundaram and Dutt's book. In the early 1990s, from the data, we can see there was a significant growth in the industries, 9.1%, gradually started declining. Then in 2007 and 2002 to 8, there was a massive increase. Massive increase in industrial growth due to increasing saving rates. Then in
I think just one suggestion for you. One suggestion, yes, that you can talk about something like 5 or 10 years data. That will be better rather than very long, no? So,
in the beginning, in the 90s, it increased initially, and by the end of 90s, again it started declining because of international competition, inadequate infrastructure support, etc. So, and as of now, there was a massive decline though in 2018 due to the global recession. And as of now, economic survey of 2023 and 24 shows a robust growth in 9.9, because of which our GDP is also supposed to, thanks to that, because of 9.5% growth in the manufacturing sector, especially, GDP is expected to grow at the rate of 9%. And these are the various initiatives of the government: Make in India program, for the National Manufacturing Policy, Startup India. And though the 1991 economic reforms, it marked a turning point for industrial growth in India, fostering globalization, liberalization, privatization. While significant progress has been made, challenges are still there.
Hello. Yeah, I think it's okay because you are covering the entire India, so it will take time because there's a lot of things are done.
This is the last one, sir.
Yeah, so can you make just one comment?
Yeah. Okay.
In respect to the Arunachal Pradesh,
Yes.
anything you want to say regarding industry?
So industry in Arunachal Pradesh, we haven't, the manufacturing sector especially, we haven't been able to, it's not commendable yet. In fact, there are very few manufacturing industries, a few brick industries here. It's because of the
efforts. Are there any efforts going on for that?
Yeah, since we are very rich in horticulture, our state, and in tourism also is very, like, it has a bright prospects. The government is investing on tourism now and on food processing and packaging industry. They've started it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So next, please, roll number 32. Amlendu.
Sir, Ashok Sharma has joined.
Yes, sir. I am here, sir.
तो अभी थोड़ा
अशोक जी का आपने अगर इवैल्यूएट कर लिया है तो जरूरत नहीं है, जैसा आप बताइए।
हाँ, छोड़ दीजिए, कर लिया, छोड़ दीजिए।
ओके, इवैल्यूएट कर दिया आपने, ठीक है। फिर नेक्स्ट अमलेंदु विल डू।
हाँ। डॉक्टर अमलेंदु, प्लीज गो अहेड।
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you, sir. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes. Please complete within 5 minutes.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. At first, I thank Mizoram University give me the opportunity to participate in this course. And then I must acknowledge the contributions of coordinators, sir, Bharatendu Singh and Vidukant Shah, sir. And I also thank Professor missed the opportunity, and I am going to present this paper. Actually, nowadays, everyone is talking about new educational policy 2020, and here one of the problem is new educational policy advocates for internship program, and now the problem is how we can integrate internship in undergraduate accounting education. Because to integrate this with our classroom curriculum, we have several obstacles. And related to that, my small endeavor is to find out what are the ways that we can, in which we can implement this strategy well, and what are the obstacles that we face in implementing this curriculum. And after my analysis, I think I will be able to give you some pragmatic suggestions through which everyone will be benefited.
But I would like to suggest you, because the time is limited, no? So my suggestion to you will be that whatever you are doing for this, please discuss that in detail. Other things are okay. What efforts you are doing in your institute, that will be beneficial to all of us. Please focus on that.
To assess the impact of CBCS system and the semester-wise examination pattern on the feasibility of this integrating internship with the accounting curriculum. I also want to explore the role of socio-economic factors, and I also want to evaluate the availability of internship opportunities in my area, that is in Asansol, Raniganj area of West Bengal. Besides this, I want to take insights from the stakeholders, that is students, teachers, industry professionals, and others. And lastly, I want to make some recommendations. So to do this, I have prepared 4 structured questionnaires, one for the student, another for the guardians, third for the industry professionals.
So hello. My suggestion to you will be that you please go directly to the recommendation side. That may be beneficial for all of us.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Actually, based on my findings, I found that there are some difference in perceptions of different stakeholders. And actually, I have allowed them one open-ended question. Besides the rank-based question, I have given one open-ended question. Then they have written about how to and what the problems they implementing. So without the flexibility, this kind of integration is not possible. Thirdly, higher educational organizations do not have a strong partnership with the industry partners. Now, higher education organization must try to build a partnership with the industrialists, or the small industrialists also can help the colleges to provide internship to the students. Besides this, we should use online technology, and by that we can network with the other area professionals who can also help us in integrating the internship programs. So networking events are also one of the need of the era. Besides this, in many higher education organizations, the infrastructure is not that much developed. So there is a need to develop the infrastructure so that students can effectively participate in the hands-on training part. And students must give
hello.
given training. Yes, sir.
I would just like to tell you that this is all very, very good and very well said things, no?
Yes,
So
sir.
what I would like to know from you, that in your institute, what kind of efforts you are making?
Yes, sir. And that is, I'm telling you, actually, we have established one entrepreneurship, innovation and incubation cell. There we are going to different industrial houses, and we have built a partnership with local industrialists, and they are providing us.
Do you have industry nearby?
Yes, sir. In Asansol Raniganj area, we have Durgapur Steel Plant, and we have ISCO. We have many things here, and small industries, especially in Durgapur and Raniganj, Asansol region. Besides this, we have Eastern Coalfields. Actually, we have taken our students to ECL, and in their place, we have shown them how accounting is done. And we have also started some certificate courses where students are allowed to come to our college accounting department, and they are getting some hands-on training, sir.
Good. So that is what we wanted, no? Because the efforts made by. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So thank you so much.
Getting certificate courses with internship programs.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Roll number 33, if you are present.
Yes, sir, I am present.
Please go ahead.
Could you help me to present my PPT, sir? So I am unable to use this share properly. Singh, sir, are you there?
Okay, I'll do for you.
Please, sir. Please, sir.
But there is nothing technical, no? You can do by yourself.
This you should learn.
Sir, I was trying, sir, but I am presenting on my mobile, but
actually this is a matter of literacy. So if the teacher is not literate in that, then what will happen to students?
It's all right, sir.
Learn it.
Sorry for the trouble, sir. So thank you, sir. I am Adivappa Nargun from SP and JMB Bohra Degree College, Shorapur, Karnataka State, Yadgiri District. So today my topic is very much aware by all the faculties of economics, commerce and management as well. In everywhere commonly it will be used, but technically in commerce it will be used as a law of demand or demand analysis, it may be. So the very definition of demand explains whenever desire for anything is backed by ability and willing to pay the pay for it, flow in the form of effective demand. So as to complete the demand, we must have three basic parameters. That is one, desire, and another one is ability, and the last one but not least, willingness to spend. So desire means nothing but urge or stimuli to purchase a product or a product to consume and to satisfy ourselves or for the further production for the industry activities. So ability to pay means we need to have the amount, satisfied amount to purchase the desired product which we would like to buy from the market. And the willingness to spend means merely having desire or ability to pay, demand will not complete. We must have to will to spend on it. I mean to say, as and when we are passing on the road, nearby hotel, whenever we are hungry, we might be having the desire to buy the food for us, and even the ability, we may have the amount in our pocket to buy the food. But until and unless we will and we will to buy that product, demand cannot be completed. So thereby, so as to complete the demand, we must have all these three parameters, that is desire, ability, and willingness to spend. Sir, next page. Sir. The law of demand, it's very much required for everyone. So we say commonly the inverse relationship or opposite relationship between price and quantity demanded. So here, as and when price shoot up, demand for the consumption or demand for the goods and services will come down, and vice versa. So we may take the assumption of this law of demand. There is one example for us. We can take usually for any vegetables, as say for example onion. In 2014, the onion rate was 80 to 100 rupees, where we have reduced our consumption from say for example, usually and on an average in our family, if you consume 10 kg of onions in a month, so what we would have done, we would have reduced the consumption from 10 kgs to 7 kg or 5 kg. This is what we call reducing the quantity demanded, because of the price has been gone up, and the vice versa. Sir, next page, sir. So law of demand will work only under certain circumstances, what we can call it as scope in which, or boundary in which it will operate. Apart from this assumption, law of demand will not work at all. I mean to say, inverse relationship between price and quantity will not work properly. So there are certain assumptions. Amongst them, the one is income level should remain constant from the consumer. And here we always focus, analyze the demand on behalf of consumer by keeping in perspective of consumer only or customer. Here the first assumption of law of demand is in consistent level of income. I mean to say, income should not increase or decrease. In both the cases, either changes, the law of demand will not work. Say for example, if I am having a salary of 20,000 per month in my as a earning, and my earning should not go up by 5,000 or go down by 5,000. I mean to say, 25 is a plus 5,000, 15 is minus 5. So my income should remain 20,000 only. Then only the law of demand will work in this perspective. So next assumption is taste of the buyer should not change. So I mean to say, when I recently I took the example of onion. I should not shift my consumption from onion to garlic. So here, as and when I shift my consumption from onion to garlic, there is a consumption. The taste of the buyer has changed. I mean to say, consumer has changed. So in that case also, the shift of demand from taste from onion to garlic, this shift cannot be in this shift, the law of demand will not work. Next is price of the other goods should remain constant. I mean to say, any goods which is complementary or substitute to the onion should not go up or change. Then only the law of demand will work. I mean to say, as and when we have taken the example of garlic. So garlic.
Now, please try to conclude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So without the demand analysis, any sector of our country, I mean to say, agriculture, industry, service could not survive without the proper analysis of demand. The demand production cannot be possible. So based on this demand analysis only, production activities will take up either in agriculture or industry or any service sector. So thereby I conclude my topic. I take this opportunity to thank Mizoram University and resource person. Thank you, one and all the participants as well. Thank you, sir.
So just a lighter question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This rule that our income should not increase. Do you
Yes,
agree?
Sir.
For our salary? Do you agree? Because the government will be very happy if we agree
no,
for that.
Sir, in case of law of demand only, I am giving the example of assumption, sir. But in practically, if the salary does not include, we cannot survive, sir, because cost of index will shoot up like anything nowadays, sir. So it cannot work in that parameter.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Next, please. Roll number 34. 34. Are you there?
I couldn't see this name in the list, sir.
Achha. Then Mr. Ganesh. 35.
This name also is not visible, sir.
Okay, sir. Then we can go to next. Roll number 36. Manisha.
Yes, sir. Present. Manisha Giri is present.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Sir, please my PPT visible?
Yes, visible. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, all of you. Myself, Dr. Manisha Giri, Assistant Professor and Head of the Department of Commerce, Honorable Balasaheb Jadhav Art, Commerce and Science College, Ale, Juन्नर, Maharashtra. My PPT topic is Leadership and Management. Introduction to Leadership and Management, importance of both in business world, key difference between leadership and management, the role of leadership in achieving organizational goal, the skill need for effective leadership and management. Next, what is leadership? Leadership is the ability to influence and guide others towards achieving goal, the focus on motivation, inspiration, and directing a group towards success. Key characteristics of leaders: visionary, inspiration and motivation, strong communication skill, decision-making ability, and adaptability. What is management? Management involves planning, organization, and coordination, resources to achieve organizational goal and decision making. Key indicators of manager: organizational skill, problem solving ability, task delegation, effective driven, focus on process and structure. Next, difference between leadership and management. Leadership focus, vision, inspiration, and change, whereas management, organization, control, and consultancy. Leadership approach focus on people and relationship, whereas focus on process and task. Leadership role is influence and motivation. Management role is planning, organization, and controlling. The leadership skill involved in communication, emotional intelligence, and vision. Then management skill is problem solution, technical experience, and delegation. The leadership goal is long-term and growth. And management goal is short-term objective and stability. Importance of leadership. Visionary leadership help organizations stay ahead in the competitive environment. Second, motivation team. A leader is team moral which impact of productivity and production. Driven change. Leader play a role in guiding organization through change, innovation and creativity. Encourage new idea, creative problem and solution. Leadership style. First is autocratical leadership. Leaders make decision without input from others. Democratic leadership. Leadership include team member in decision making and process. Transformational leadership. Focus on inspiration and motivation, employees and expansion. Transactional leadership. Focus on routine work, structure, decision making, and punishment. There is laissez-faire leadership. Leadership give employees freedom to make decision on their own.
So can you please try to conclude? Please try to conclude.
Okay, sir. Okay. Both leadership and management are essential for the success to any organization. Effective leader, inspiration and motivation, while effective managerial ensure tasks are complete efficiently. A good leader can also be a good manner and vice versa, but each role requires a unique set of skill. Balancing leadership and management role can be challenging but rewarding for the achieving organizational goal.
Okay, thank you. So, do you think that leadership, you are talking about two things, no? Leadership and management. So, are they totally separate things?
No, sir. Depend on.
Are both are independent?
Yes.
But like no, the leader has not to do management also.
Yes.
So how to make a balance?
Yes, good leadership and good work to institution.
And plus management also at the same time.
Yes, management also same time.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Roll number 37. Angel. Roll number 38. Uma.
Sir, 38, Uma Mageshwari is here, sir.
Okay, yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Sir, this is Uma Mageshwari from the Department of Economics, Ladidu College, Tamil Nadu. I took the concept here, behavioral economics. I am teaching behavioral economics for the PG students in my college. So in this topic, I just wanted to give some ideas. What are all the things we can able to learn behavioral economics? So some behavioral concepts are here: altruism, status quo bias, rules of thumb, endowment effect, bonded rationality, money illusion, social preferences. Under this, I'll give some idea about what is behavioral economics. Behavioral economics studies things like what people think fairness. Fairness means how much they are driven by greed, how they respond to cheats, and so on. The first bond, and then this behavioral economics or behavioral science. It reflects cognitive, social, psychological, emotional things. Then before we go into this behavioral economic concept, I used to give some warm-up exercises to the students as well as the participants. Here I just given the two examples. Say for example, Mary's father has 5 daughters. All the first 4 started with the letter F. Then I will ask the students, what do you think the 5th one is called? The same way, in today's Friday, what is the day that comes after the day that precedes the yesterday? These are the some warm-up exercises we can use to give for these understand better concept of the behavioral economics. Say for example, hotel economics. So suppose you are the caretaker for a new hotel, the owner has to ask you to buy numbers to fix the doors of the room. There are 100 rooms in the hotel. So 1 to 100, how many number 9s do you need for the doors? So they will give the answer 20. See, like this, the another concept is bonded rationality. Bonded rationality is a human decision-making process in which we attempt to sacrifice rather than optimize. I'll give you one best example for this bonded rationality, because bonded rationality depends on cognitive capacity, time limit, limited knowledge. Say for example, suppose we want to buy a smartphone. Imagine someone wants to buy a new smartphone. Ideally, they would research every brand model, feature, price to find the best option. Instead of finding all these objectivity, they will select decent camera, enough storage, and staying within the budget. This is the given that they will buy a smartphone. This is the best example for the bonded rationality. So if you want to know the bonded rationality concept, we need to understand the rational decision behavior. Rational decision making means it's opposite to bonded rationality, identifying the problem, gathering the facts, analyzing options, choosing the best solutions. So, and then what is heuristics? Heuristics are mental shortcuts that simplify decision makings. Instead of analyzing every possible option, people use heuristics to make quicker or more efficient or choices, especially under the uncertainty, limited information. So here, individual complex situation, so lack of time or mental shortcuts, we will use the short decisions. So based on this, there are 4 types of heuristics for there: anchoring, affect, respectiveness, availability. Anchoring represent when people rely heavily on the first piece of information. Availability relying on the resources or available information. The same way, affect also instant emotions. So all these are basic concepts of behavioral economics. Some exercises that used to understand the social preferences and their implications. So under this behavioral economic concepts, there are 4 games are there: ultimatum game, dictator game, trust game, gift exchange game. Let me tell you the ultimatum game quickly. It's a version of game theory commonly used in experimental economics. In this game, players take turns making decision in a straightforward bargaining setup where one makes an offer, the other either can accept or reject it. I'll give you the example. See here.
I think it's okay. Please try to conclude now. It's okay. All right. Yeah, please conclude.
Okay, sir. So there are 4 games are there: ultimatum and dictator and trust game and gift of exchange game. Last one is mental accounting. Mental accounting is nothing but the behavioral economics concepts where individuals treat money differently depending on its source. So purposely category rather than the viewing. These are the things we can able to easily understand the behavioral economic concepts. Here I just given the some links also you can able to easily understand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So in your point of view, the ideal behavior of consumer in the
Yes,
point
sir.
of what kind of consumer is the ideal? What should be the behavior of a ideal consumer?
Rational consumer, sir.
In your point of view, and in the point of view from industry?
From the industry, there will be the heuristics. If the product or if the industry will launch something, people immediately buy anything from the producer's point of view.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next, please, roll number 39. So 39
name I am not able to see. We will go to the 40th.
40.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Akanksha, please go ahead.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon to all. My name is Akanksha Tigga. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Commerce, Gosner College, Ranchi University, Jharkhand. Recently, a statement was given by two Indian business tycoons that sparked a huge debate in the news as well as the social media. So it all began when Mr. Narayan Murthy, the founder of Infosys, stated the 70-hour work week concept. He meant that the employees should work for 70 hours a week. That is, if we calculate based on 6 days, an employee should work for 11 to 12 hours a day. And shortly after, Mr. Bhavish Agarwal, the CEO of Ola India, came out in support of the 70 hours concept, going a step further and declaring that the holidays given on Saturdays and Sundays are actually adopted from the Western culture. And in India, it should not be considered as a holiday. So, and also further, he stated that Mr. Bhavish Agarwal, he doesn't believe on the work-life balance concept. So while such statements can simply be discarded or forgotten as a controversial remarks, they actually shed light upon a deeper and widespread drawback of the Indian workspace. So with that, I'll be studying about the importance or basically the impact of work-life balance on employee performance, because there have been various researchers that says that work-life balance directly affects the employee's performance. It actually raises the employee's performance productivity. So starting in the start, there is what is the meaning? What is actually work-life balance? So it is the amount of time one spends on doing.
I think you can talk your conclusion of your work. That will be interesting for us.
Okay, sir.
Huh?
The term work life, the work is actually our professional life, and life is basically our personal life. So we have to actually achieve the right balance between the professional and personal life. So the effects of work-life balance on employees is basically, if the employees are able to maintain the balance properly, they'll reduce stress and burnout, there'll be improved productivity, there'll be increased retention and loyalty, they will be more engaged, and it will boost their motivation. So as per the survey conducted by Remote, the top 5 countries with best work-life balance are New Zealand, Ireland, Belgium, Denmark, Canada. And their index score has been calculated based on the organizations, as in what type of leave, annual leave they offer, how much of the annual leave, sick leave, maternity leave they offer, the minimum wage, healthcare system, employees' work hours, and these all depend on providing a balanced lifestyle for workers. So also I have on the right side, I have taken out the world's most productive countries. So as per the statement given by the famous and renowned businessmen, that if the people will work more, their productivity will increase. But over here, New Zealand and Ireland, it has been shown that people work for maximum of 5 to 6 hours in a day. But still, we can see that Ireland, Denmark, they are among the top 5 countries. This is the latest data from the year 2024 itself. So
I think can you make some comment regarding India?
Yes, sir. In India, the companies which offer a good work-life balance is basically Google, TCS. In fact, Google India has received a number of reviews from businesses globally due to their company's phenomenal approach towards flexible hours, work hours, parental leave policies, fitness centers, and they also offer sabbatical vacation. So in India also, other organizations as well, they should look for the employees' work-life balance. They should enable employees to achieve their work-life balance, because employees, they are actually the asset, the most important asset of the organization, the human resources. So their grievances, their life, personal life as well as professional life should also be considered to a great extent.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Roll number 41. Roll number 42. Abhishek and Vilas.
So these names are not there in this people.
Achha, achha. ठीक है,
Tushar
sir.
Kanti.
43.
43. I don't see
43, are you there? Seems no one responding.
44, Nitin. He has not
Nitin?
submitted a PPT also, so he's not well. He sent a message, so he's not here. Sudeep. 45, Sudeep.
45, Sudeep.
No.
Sudeep Malakar.
Devashish, I could see 46.
Chandra College. So 46. Devashish, please present.
Devashish.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Sir, there is some error with my laptop. Shall I share the screen through my mobile, sir? Is it ready?
No problem. No problem.
Okay.
Please go ahead and take just 4-5 minutes.
Okay, sir.
This Galton termed as regression towards
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, my name is Dr. Devashish Bhumik from Mizoram University, Electrical Engineering Department. So today I am here to present presentation on electric vehicle. So electric vehicle, nowadays it is an important topic. So an electric vehicle is one of that operate and on the electric motor instead of our traditional IC engine that generates power by burning a mix of fuel and gases. Therefore, such a vehicle is seen as a possible replacement for the current generation automobile. So this kind of vehicle nowadays, it is a recent days, it is a so much trends. So first we'll see that what is the history of electric vehicle. The history of electric vehicle that has been introduced in 1834 and it will be vanishes till on the 1890s era. Now again it is on the 20th century. It is again rise.
Devashish.
Yes, sir.
Can you? I think it will be better if you can talk about the current trend instead of history.
Okay, sir.
The present status, that will be enough.
Oh, yes, sir. So now the rise of the electric vehicle, the reason behind of this is the soaring of the fuel prices, gasoline shortages, and shortages of the crude oil. Environmental concern drives electric vehicles forward. So now we can see that we can estimate from the global data, we can estimate that by 2030, the overall EV will be the 50% of the overall car purchase, which is the 1% in the 2018. You can see that it will be the 1% in 2018 or in global market, which will goes to 50% in the 2030. Now, why we'll go to the electric vehicle nowadays? The first part is this is the pollution concern. So in the pollution concern, use of the 10% of EV that will be cut 1 million tons per year of air pollutants. So if we go for the 100% of EV, it will be goes for CO2 emissions would cut by 50%. And the capital cost and maintenance cost, it also, because as the EV, there is a capital cost is high, but if it goes for the lifetime, it will be the less because there is no motor part will be that rotating, that will be not there. So the that only the battery replacement will be there. Other that maintenance fee is so minimal in the electric vehicles. So availability of fuel, in concern with the availability of fuel, fast depletion of fossil fuel and dependence on the Middle East countries for the fuel, the EV is found have the efficiency than the fueled vehicles. The features of electric vehicles are portable energy source. It will be portable. Prosumer. Prosumer means the one who has produced as well as consume, they are called prosumer. So in case of EV, what happen? It can produce the energy. So when we need, it can give the electricity to your home also. And when it needs, when it wants to be charged, so it will be take the charge from the grid. So it is called a prosumer. No fuel, cheaper to maintain, more eco-friendly, lower carbon footprint, less noise pollution, smoother ride, range anxiety, lack of charging infrastructure, long charging times, and lower battery life and high battery cost. These are the features. So there are mainly three types of electric vehicles nowadays. This is the battery electric vehicles, VEVs, hybrid electric vehicles, HEV, and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. So the main components of the EV are the battery. So its capacity is defined in age, power converter. So this converter, it will be DC. The actual energy stored in the battery is the DC. So it will convert that DC to the variable AC so that it will runs the motor. Electric motor, DC series, induction motor. These are the types of motor which is used in the electric machines.
So just
yes,
may I request you to conclude now.
Okay, sir. Pardon, sir. I'm going to this. Finish. This is the architecture of the electric vehicles. You can see. So this is the pictorial view of the electric vehicles, and there are 4 types of batteries. These are lithium-ion batteries, nickel metal, safe lead acid batteries, and the ultra capacitors. These are the different charging stations across the India. Now these are solar power charging station. This is a hot part of the research topics in nowadays. There are 2 types of charging station, plug and charge and the battery swapping. So mainly we are using the plug and charge, that means by cable you can charge, and battery swapping is if it is discharged, we can swap the battery.
Okay,
and there are 3 modes of, these are last slide.
Okay.
Sir, modes of operation is islanded mode means when you go for the driving, when it is running, this is the islanded mode. And vehicle to grid means if I am taking the charge from the electric vehicle, this is a vehicle to grid. And the grid to vehicle is if I am charging the vehicle, this is the grid to vehicle mode. Thank you very much, sir, to giving me.
So just one question to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You talk about different type of batteries, no?
Yes,
Lithium ion and all. So in terms of the decay, means the discharge, if we take that into consideration, which type is the best so far as of today?
Ultra capacitor, sir. Ultra capacitor, but it is so costly. But ultra capacitor is the best part, sir, for the battery management system. It will discharge later, so months later.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Roll number 47, Farah Hussain.
Good evening, sir. I'm here.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to start the presentation. Sir, is the PPT visible to you?
Yes. Please try to finish quickly.
All right. Okay, sir.
So I think here you can go directly to the analysis part and conclusion part.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So the topic for the presentation is regression analysis. I would like to start with the origin. The regression, the concept of regression was first given by Galton in the year 1877. He carried out an analysis to understand the relationship or the association between the height of parents and the height of their children. And he observed that the parents with taller height tend to have children with shorter height, as the height of children tend to move towards the average height in the population. So that is how the concept originated. And just a bit. Regression was, the word regression was used in order to predict one variable, in this case, height of the children, from another variable, the height of the parent. So regression is a statistical concept. As we all know, it is used to estimate the value of an unknown variable, which is called as the dependent variable, from the known values of another variable. The known variable is also called as the independent variable or the predictor variable, and the unknown variable or the variable that we are trying to predict is called as the dependent or the response variable. Then regression can be simple or multiple. In simple regression analysis, we have only one independent variable, and in multiple regression analysis, we have two or more than two independent variables, using which we are trying to predict the value of the dependent variable. So let us first see a simple linear regression model. So in a simple linear regression model, we have only one independent variable, as I mentioned. So the model is given as y is equal to a plus b x plus epsilon. Here a is the intercept, b and b is the slope of the regression line. It shows how much will be the change in y when there is 1 unit change in the value of x. And
I think,
epsilon.
Dr. Farah, I think, hello. It's better if you talk about the application side. That will be better for us.
Okay, actually, sir, I have just introduced the concept. I haven't done any analysis here.
Okay, okay. But have you do you have any particular problem in mind for using this?
Not as such, but I can give an example.
Yeah, that is what will be good for us.
But
Yeah.
the example is only for explaining a linear regression model. I haven't done
No,
any
no
analysis
problem, no
here.
problem, no problem, no problem. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
example will help us, and regression. I think that you have already mentioned the formula and the different parameters.
Yes. So here in the linear regression model, a simple linear regression model, we can take the example of estimating sales of a company based on advertisement expenditure. So here sales will be the dependent variable and the independent variable. Now, if we are trying to estimate the sales based on only the advertisement expenditure, then that would be a simple regression model because we are taking only one independent variable. And here, so suppose this is the regression model that we are estimating. So y cap here represents the estimated value of the dependent variable. And this is the regression line that is estimated. And if we look at this line, this is the regression line which is estimated. And say for a particular value of x equal to 4, the observed value of y is 8 units, whereas the estimated value of y is 2 units. So there's a difference of 6 units, which is called as the error in the regression line. Now, if we want to see how well the regression, whether the regression line fits the data well, then we can take help of the coefficient of determination. So the coefficient of determination is the ratio of explained variation to total variation. It ranges from 0 to 1. And say, for example, if r square is equal to 0.9009, then it will indicate that 90.09% of the variation, independent variable, in the example that I have mentioned, it would be sales, is explained by the independent variable, which is
okay, that is good. So, in the agriculture science, whether we can use regression analysis?
Yes, we can, sir. We can use it.
Okay, I think that is okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Roll number 48. If 48 is there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please go ahead.
Sir, I think I'm visible. My this thing is visible. PPT is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm Dr. Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Kuheli Mukhopadhyay, and I'll be talking on climate change, heat waves, sustainable development with a brief overview with reference to heat action plans in India. So basically, we all know that climate change is a global problem and with multiple ramifications, the most important ramification being temperature extremes and the increase in the frequency and severity of heat waves. So if we can see the definition of heat wave that is followed in India is this, and it is very much evident in the slide. And heat waves basically occur in the pre-monsoon months from March to June, and we have two heat wave prone zones, that is the central and the northwest India, and the east coast of India, mainly in Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. So if we can delve into literature which portrays the varying impacts of heat waves on human health, and it says that if an individual is exposed to a temperature.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible for you to talk about the changes that has happened in the last 2 or 3 decades?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll try to give a very brief this thing. In the last,
that will be better.
Yeah, in the last 2 or 3 decades, temperature, the heat wave incidents have increased severely, and these are some of the facts and figures in India, which shows a conspicuous number of casualties occurred per annum due to heat-related illnesses. And as you can see, that this is the data from obtained from the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, which shows that the number of heat wave spells in the country has increased, particularly during March to July. And if you can see that from World Meteorological Organization also highlights that the number of casualties is increasing, and it is about more than 25,000 approximately in India, primarily due to heat wave incidences. So these are some of the figures which we have compiled using data from NDMA and NCRB during the SAIT period, which shows the number of heat wave deaths in India and the number of heat stroke deaths in India. So yes, I think that will be that can provide some insights into the current scenario. And if you can see that the IPCC, which is the parent body of making decisions regarding climate change incidences, it is also projecting an increase in the number of heat wave events by 12 to 18 days by 2060. And the new heat wave prone zones are likely to emerge in India. And the more alarming fact is that the Indo-Gangetic plains are expected to see the highest increase in the heat wave risks. So now, how it is affecting the problem?
I think that is okay. So just one question to you.
Yes.
So in climate change, only heat comes, or if there is a lot of
No, sir, absolutely not. Climate change has divergent ramifications, including prevalence of heat waves, rising sea levels, temperature extremes, increase in the frequencies of droughts, floods, extreme events, and things like that. There are divergent food insecurity. So what I have done is that I have tried to deal with only the incidence of heat waves and extreme temperatures.
Okay, yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, roll number 49.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Shelly Bhasin. Am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, right. I'll share the screen first. I hope the PPT is visible.
Yes, please go ahead. So in your analysis, what kind of analysis you are going to present?
So I'll be talking about environmental analysis, the basics, and I'll be talking about SWOT analysis and BCG matrix.
I mean, under that, which parameters you have taken, temperature or rainfall or other things?
This is for, sir, actually we teach undergraduate students. That is, this is a subject being taught in the first semester. So we talk about the basics of environmental analysis with them.
Okay, so I think my suggestion to you will be that you have done the analysis, so you can come to the discussion and conclusion side. That will be better.
Okay, right, sir. Right, sir. So first of all, environmental analysis, the basics in terms of why we have to do it, because every organization is a part of the external environment. So understanding the external environment, the opportunities and the threats coming in, and kind of amalgamating them or understanding it in terms of your own, the assets and the weaknesses that you have. That is a basic process, identifying or scanning the environment. Then you have to gather information. You have to analyze it and put it in a very precise manner and communicate the results to the top level so that informed decisions can be made. The various types in which environmental analysis can be done, there will be ad hoc plans that can be put in. Periodic would be a 5 to 7 year process coming in, and then we also have a continuous, process through which we can, you can kind of understand the environment. Very quickly, the SWOT analysis is a checklist. You have to identify your strengths. You have to evaluate your weaknesses, the opportunities coming from the external environment, and the threats also being posed by the external environment. Strengths can be in terms of your employees. It can be your assets. It can be your logisticals. It can be in terms of your cash flows. Weaknesses again can be indiscipline in the organization. It can be about demotivated employees. Opportunities coming in, it can be new markets emerging, it can be a change in the government. Threats again can be in terms of maybe your supply chain problems. It can be your competitors creating a lot of issues for you. It can also be in terms of the financial hiccups being faced by the organization. So that's in terms of the external part. That's a basic template of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And strengths have to be utilized to the best of the ability of the organization. The weaknesses, they have to be dealt with. Opportunities must be used in the best possible manner. And the threats have to be avoided as much as possible. In terms of a case analysis, I have done for Nike. Now, the strengths of the company, again, the fact that it is one of the most reputed organizations in the global setup, it has a very, it's a part of a, in terms of the positives being that their manufacturing process, most of it has been outsourced. So they do not have their own factories, cutting down on cost on that front. So they're designing, the major focus area is their designs. It is, making sure that they are the ones bringing out new designs in the market every time. So that becomes a part of their strength. A very, very strong global, presence again is a strength for them. Weaknesses, again, problem point is that it's not a very diversified portfolio that they enjoy. So that is something that they really need to work upon. It's a very highly price sensitive market in terms of the sportswear. And again, they are totally, most of their sales are actually coming in through outsourcing processes. So that becomes a weakness point that they really need to work on. Opportunities, I think, again, it's a sports utility product. There's a lot of awareness amongst people to become, maybe in terms of their health, in terms of the fact that, sports products are really becoming, the demand is increasing time and again. And when the emerging markets, specifically the Asian markets, India and China, very, very highly populous nations. So these are the opportunity areas that they can rake in on. Threats coming in, again, it is something that would be related to incurring losses. Because they have to, it's a globally spread out organization working on the logistics part of it. Franchising becomes an issue for them, and the fact that the sportswear market is really, really competitive. So they have to remain abreast with what's actually happening, in terms of their competitors as well. If I talk about the BCG matrix, again, it's a Boston consulting group. It's a consulting group. It's one of the oldest organizations that is, trying to bring out areas which the companies, business organizations must work on. So there's a proper segregation that they've actually brought in: stars, question marks, cash cows, and the dogs. Stars.
So do you agree that we can say the threats as the challenges?
So actually, it's not. I'm sorry, your voice is not very clear. I'm sorry.
What? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what I was saying, that instead of threats, can we call it challenges?
Yes, sir. We can definitely. There is another analysis. I did not want to include it because of time paucity. So there is a SWOT analysis as well. So we don't treat them as threats. We actually talk about it as challenges.
Fine. Okay. Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Roll number 50. Dr. Rajesh.
My number is 52, sir.
There are two Rajesh, so this is different Rajesh.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about Rajesh Kumar
Dixit.
Rajesh Kumar Dixit. Are you there?
No, not.
And S.A. Madhavan?
Yeah. He's there.
Very good afternoon, sir.
Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm just sharing my screen. It's coming. Including module, So
your voice is not audible. You are not audible properly.
I am not audible, sir. Am I audible?
Now it is okay. Yeah.
Okay. Just a moment, sir. Is my screen shared, sir?
Yes. But yes, fine.
Video. Oh, what about the? You want me to switch on the video?
It's okay. Go ahead. If you want,
okay,
you can.
Good afternoon to all participants. I am Dr. Madhavan, Assistant Professor in Commerce from MzU College, Chennai. I have taken up this area like cost of quality. Let's go to the meaning of quality. Quality is anything which is at par with the excellence. It's a relative measure of goodness. Operationally, a quality product or service is the one that meets the customer expectations in terms of performance, reliability, durability, and fitness for using. A quality specification is that specific level of performance planned for a given quality attribute. So customers, they are expecting a quality product or service which will perform according to the specifications as promised by the manufacturers. So which is conforming with the design or specification, or which is meeting the expectations of customers at a competitive price they are willing to pay. So these are all about the basics of quality. What is quality we mean? Now comes to cost of quality. Cost of quality are those activities to control the quality aspects in two ways. One is to maintain the good quality. Another one to correct the failure in quality in case it goes wrong. So if quality linked activities, if they are not performed well, they will result into poor quality of the product or service. Thus, they are basically the sum of all the costs that would disappear if everything is done right at the first time. So they are basically divided into two categories: control activities and failure activities. Let's see that control activities first. They are those which are performed by organization to prevent or detect poor quality in their product or service. They are again categorized into two: prevention activities and appraisal activities. Prevention activities are those which are aiming to prevent any defects in the product or service which are being produced. Appraisal activities, they are also known as detection or inspection activities, which aim to find out whether the product conforms to specifications or customer expectations. So by control activities, we mean both prevention and appraisal. These are all certain examples for prevention. That is first one, prevention activities. Human training.
Dr. Madhavan,
yes.
Dr. Madhavan.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very interesting topic and presentation. I just want to ask you one thing.
Okay.
That how to make a balance between the quality as well as the quantity, of course, the price.
How to make a balance between quality?
I mean, at the same time, the quality of the product should be there, but quantity also should not be very less, isn't it?
Yes.
So how to make a balance? Because suppose item is it is 50 gram, the cost is 10 rupees, isn't it?
Okay.
But the quality is not that much good. So if you prepare the quality product, it may be you have to sell only 10 gram for 10 rupees.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So I mean, is there any? What I'm talking is the challenge. Is it not a challenge to have a balance in quality and as well as quantity both?
Yes, sir. To maintain this quality and quantity ratio, we must aim for value-added activities in the production process itself. The first point, because those process which doesn't add value, that we have to meticulously look into and eliminate. So any step which is in the production process should aim for one customer utility. So that is the first step, sir. Like fast analysis, JIT, everything are coming in the engineering aspect, sir, design aspect. And second thing, marginal, you have that marginal cost concept, right, sir? For every additional unit sold, definitely variable cost cannot be avoided. Of course, variable cost you have to incur. Fixed cost, once it is planned, there is no change in the fixed cost. So better we may focus on avoiding wastes. That's what, sir. Can I go through the slide? So in final,
no, it's okay. It's enough. No, that is what I wanted. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Human. See, there are certain examples. The first one, like training and development programs. The first.
No,
first
you have
example.
already explained.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Testing, automation. Next, cost of failure. There are two kind of failure activities. Internally, failure can happen, or externally also.
It can.
Internally means, you know, that delivery of bad quality is deducted before it reach the customer point. Then external failure activities, they are performed once they are delivered to the customer, and it has come to our knowledge later that we have certain, that the product is not according to the specifications, or there are certain problems.
Many times the automobile industries call back their vehicles.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Even this fast moving consumer goods like noodles, they have called back, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Sir, just a moment, sir. Just a moment. Just a moment. Reporting, because my topic ends with a managerial perspective, sir. Reporting quality cost. Yes,
it is interesting. That's why.
Yes. Reporting quality. Actually, it is a part of strategy cost management, sir. I am teaching for MCOM. So it's a subject in MCOM. So reporting the quality cost is the major essence of this understanding the quality. It can be expressed either graphically or through in bar charts, right? If you just see this question, sir, there is one company, they are asking us to prepare a cost of quality report. Whereas all the expenses are given, line inspection, training, returns, warranty repairs, preventive equipment maintenance, everything is given. What is our job is to just categorize these all expenses according to their nature of the cost. For example, training comes under preventive, then preventive equipment maintenance under preventive, line inspection and testing comes under appraisal, internal scrap, downtime, rework, they are all coming under internal failure. Again, warranty, recalls, yes. So finally,
okay, thank you so much.
Now, yes, sir.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks. Dr. M. Rajesh, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm audible, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
My slide is visible, sir?
Yes, it is visible. Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, good evening to all. Thank you for the opportunity to participate esteemed Mizoram University. Today I'm going to discuss about, I am Dr. M. Rajesh, Assistant Professor, Agarchan Manmal Jain College, Chennai. Today I'm going to discuss about income tax overview. First, what is the meaning of tax? Tax is nothing but a fee charged or levied by a government on income or product or services. There are two types of taxes. Number one is direct tax.
Hello, Rajesh.
Yes, sir.
Can I request you if you can talk about the new tax regime of our...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That will be enough for us.
Key features of tax. There are many features are there. I highlighted important points. One is a progressive system, annual basis, exemption and deduction, legal obligation. Okay. Next, sources of income tax. There are 5 heads there. According to Income Tax Act 1961, taxpayer income divided into 5 heads. Number 1, income from salary. Number 2, income from house property. Number 3, income from business or profession. Number 4, income from capital gain. Number 5, income from other sources. First one is income from salary. The income from salary is nothing but any income received in terms of service provided on contract of employment is applicable for the taxation under this head. The salary includes advance salary, arrear salary, bonus, pension, gratuity, perquisites, profit leave or salary. Okay, all together we can call it as gross salary. From the gross salary, there are 2 deductions. Number 1, entertainment allowance. Number 2, tax on employment. The balance, the certain amount, we can call it as net salary income. Number 2, income from house property. Income from house property is nothing but income earned from owned a house or building, taxable under this head. According to house property, there are 2. Number 1, self-occupied property. Number 2, let-out property. Self-occupied property means a property used by a owner for residential purpose. Number 2, let out property, a property rented out for residential purpose or commercial use. The next one is income from business or profession. So income from, there are two classification in this head. Number 1, business. Business is nothing but business where goods and services are exchanged for one another for money. Taxable under the head of business. Business income from profession means requiring special skills and knowledge to be applied by individual in their occupation. Then it is called profession. Next one is income from capital gain. So capital gain is nothing but a profit and sale of property or any other investment taxable under this head. In this head, there are two important points. Number 1, short-term capital gain. Number 2, long-term capital gain. Short-term capital gain means if selling of shares or any other assets, okay, less than 12 months, we can call it as short-term capital gain. If selling of shares or any other assets more than 12 months, we can call it as long-term capital gain. Next one is income from other sources. Any income not covered first 4 heads. Okay, remaining all are covered under this head, income from other sources. Say for example, income from saving, interest from saving account, interest on fixed deposit, interest on bonds, dividend from investments, gift received from above threshold, income from lotteries, betting or any other winnings taxable under this head. Next one is a calculation of, sir, I'm audible, sir?
Yes, yes. Please try to conclude. Yeah. Please try to conclude.
Yes, you're audible.
There are two regime of tax. First regime is old regime. The second one is new regime. First regime, old regime, up to 2,50,000 nil, 2,50,000 to 5 lakh 5%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh 20%, more than 10 lakh 30%. The new regime, up to 3 lakhs nil, 3 to 6 lakh 5%, 6 to 9 lakh 10%, 9 to 12 lakh 15%, 12 to 15 lakh 20%, more than 15 lakh 30%. So I took one simple example, sir. Mr. X earned income of rupees 15 lakhs. Okay, what is the tax liability of both the case? First, new regime. First one is old regime. I computed here. Up to 2,50,000 nil, 2,50,000 to 5 lakh 12,500 rupees. 5 to 10 lakh 1 lakh rupees, more than 10 lakh 1,50,000. The total tax liability of old regime 2,62,500, whereas new regime up to 3 lakhs nil, 3 to 6 lakh 15,000 rupees, 6 to 9 lakh 30,000, 9 to 12 lakh 45,000, 12 to 15 lakh 60,000. The total tax liability under new regime 1,50,000. I can conclude this new regime is better than the old regime because we can opt new regime. Because almost 1 lakh rupees reduced. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
so,
you, sir.
Just one thing to ask you.
Yes, sir.
There are people. See, salaried class is different. If we don't talk about salaried class, there are many people who hide their actual income and do not pay the taxes to the government. Is it?
Sir,
hello?
Not hear your voice, sir.
Okay, now I'll repeat once again. What I'm saying is that there are a good sizable number of people who hide the actual income.
Okay.
And they do not pay the taxes. So any idea you can give what should be done or what can be the mechanism to take them also under the tax regime?
You are asking tax evasion or tax avoidance?
The people who
evasion.
Tax evasion.
Yeah.
Tax evasion.
Sir, tax evasion, huh?
Yeah, evasion. Yes,
tax evasion.
Yeah.
Sir, government already taking the initiatives, introduce the artificial intelligence to track all the bogus transactions, sir. Already started doing the work, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, coordinator, sir.
So anyone else who is left over?
I think up to now, the 30 people have presented.
Yes, exactly 30 are presented.
30 has
And
been
that is
received.
usually the attendance in all classes, sir. Around 30.
I think
31
that
will
will be the correct one. There is no one also approaching now, right now, no?
Yeah. So if anyone is there who is not present earlier, anyone is there?
Yeah, last call from our side.
Sir, is it fine for me? I don't know when
Yeah,
my
Ashok
presentation
Sarmana
was
will
stopped.
consider it presented.
Okay,
No.
Thank you
For
so
you,
much,
it
sir.
is done.
Yes,
It's okay.
thank you so much, sir.
Any other person? Any other participant who is there in the group and not presented and willing to present?
I think no one, sir, no.
No. Okay, sir. So I would like to thank the coordinator for giving me this opportunity. And it was very wonderful experience and very wonderful participants who are really giving their thought and making a very nice presentation. It was very for me opportunity to learn many things, and it was really interactive session and live session. Although it was presentation, but they have been very much responsive to all the queries or questions or comments. So once again, I thank our coordinator, Professor Bharatan Singh sir, for giving me this opportunity to be evaluated for these 2 sessions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for sparing your time. You have taken really a long marathon chairing this session. This session was scheduled for only 3 hours, but you have taken nearly more than 4 hours. So thank you, sir, for sparing your time and evaluating exactly 30 number who are present here. And everyone has got a good chance to make presentation, and to a great surprise, sir has asked at least 1 or 2 questions from each and every person. He has taken keen interest. It seems that he has read those presentations in advance, and he had some idea that what he is supposed to ask and how presentation should be made. So thank you, sir, for your preparation and all. So thank you all. And now today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. So take rest tomorrow. You need some time to regain your energy. Then we'll reassemble on 9th of December, and we'll have 3 sessions, starting with Professor S. Borbora. He is Vice Chancellor of ICFAI University, Nagaland, and he will be talking about development debate, global and local. Then second will be Professor E. Nixon Singh. He is Professor in Management, Mizoram University, but he is former Finance Officer of Manipur University. And third session will be taken by Professor Vanlal Chawna. He is Professor in Economics in Mizoram University, and presently he is Finance Officer in Mizoram University. And fourth session will be used for MCQ test. So see you all on Monday at 10 a.m. Thank you. Thank you for joining and staying for this long 4 hours. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you.
Professor Bharatan Singh, sir, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
See you all on Monday.
Sir, shall we leave now?
Yes. You can leave. All of you.